Welcome, ladies and listeners, of a Tandem Yeti video where today I will be reviewing Doctor Who Flux Chapter 6, The Vanquishers, and I will also be reacting to the new trailer for the New Year's special they just dropped. I'm gonna smash it together into one video, both things, because two very big things, Doctor Who related things, have happened. So the trailer I'll be looking at afterwards. It looks very exciting, but first of all, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have this whole I'm sorry, my voice cracked there. I just don't know what to say. I feel like the more the series has gone on, the more difficult it's been to talk about it, and I'm trying to think of the most worthwhile things to say about the episode is. But yeah, the Vanquishers. I was wondering how Chibnall's gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna say I think he did a pretty good job at wrapping up the storyline in one episode. It did feel a bit rushed, but that was inevitable. I was thinking, there's no way this is going to be a good episode because it's just going to be extremely rushed, or it's not going to answer everything. And while it didn't answer everything, I feel like it did. I feel like it was satisfactory to an extent. I don't think it was as bad as it could have been. I feel it's generally it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag, but I feel like it was I'm honestly lost for words. Just complete mind blank there. But it's so right. I think I'm massively enjoyed watching this episode actually. It was a very fun episode. Like, while it was messy and crazy, it was a load of fun. It's a lot of fun just to watch all this crazy stuff going down. No, I mean, I don't necessarily understand everything that's going on, but it is a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed like the scene with the Sontaran and the chocolate and the shot. That was genius. That if there were loads more scenes like that with Chibnall, then we'd have some excellent series. Because what I think that scene shows, it's scenes are so effective in Doctor Who, and scenes which are just absurd for absurd sake don't aid the plot in any way, and just kind of sort of like, if they're interested in using, it's like we had like the little shop gag come back, which I loved. The whole gag, like the Tenant era, where they're like, oh, it's a little shop, I like the little shop, and they had that with the little shop in like the corner shop. And then the whole Sontaran being all funny about the chocolate was also some great humor, some great Doctor Who humor. Doctor Who humor at its peak, I would say, in that scene. Honestly, I honestly think that's my favorite scene in the whole episode. I don't know why. I just love that scene. Excellent. Another standout for me was Kate Stewart. I feel like I'm being a bit biased. I'm sort of in the things I'm enjoying the most are things which call back to previous eras of the show. But again, it is the same series, and it is great. Kate Stewart's darker side was interesting, with the gun and the dark kind of suit. I really enjoyed that, and I did enjoy her. Eventually, we got her reaction to the female Doctor. We got reaction to the 13th Doctor. She kind of didn't say anything about the fact that the Doctor was right there, that she'd just seen the Doctor again after not seeing her for years. She didn't say, "Oh my goodness, it's the Doctor." She was silent that whole scene where the Doctor arrived, until the Doctor actually said something to her, and until she actually aided the plot. But then we did have eventually, which I was hoping, we did have a step back after the whole thing supposedly wrapped up, and we had a nice scene with Kate Stewart saying, "Oh, I hope to meet your regeneration again. It's a good one." So also to kind of move the story quicker, it's kind of to kind of make it a lot easier, we had the Doctor in 3 different places at exactly the same time, and we had the Doctor meet herself twice, and I'm trying to think what her experience would have been of existing in 2 places at the same time. I don't know, but it's very confusing. There's a lot of unanswered questions, but I did enjoy it. But so the whole. So we're hoping is Chibnall going to explain the whole division, the Doctor's past lives in the division. I've only just came from watching the episode, so maybe he did. It completely flew past my head. But from my understanding, the Doctor decided that she does not want to learn. She doesn't want to learn about her past, so she dropped the pocket watch of all her memories in the TARDIS to then hide it. And I'm worried that that is going to be Chibnall's excuse for not delving further into it. And he's going to leave it open for future things. But if he does this whole thing with the division, why just leave it out like that? And I guess maybe they will pick. I feel like the specials are going to be standalone mostly, and I don't know how he's going to do it in 3 specials, and then he's gone after the 3 specials. So I don't know how he's going to wrap it all up. I really thought they were going to do it in this episode. So I'm a bit lost for words. I was confused with that final scene with Swarm and Azure where they ascended. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. And then one of them turned into a more sinister version of the Doctor and said, time's ending or something, or you're not going to regenerate. I don't know what was going on there. And did we get answers in that scene, or was that just giving us more questions? I don't know. I mean, I did enjoy as a Doctor episode by itself, not worrying about all the kind of having to answer all these questions. I enjoyed it. I fairly enjoyed it to an extent. But because I'm at a loss of words, I think some people have some interesting opinions. People love to share their opinions on Twitter. So let's have a look at Twitter to react to people's first thoughts. So the Timeless Doctors, you check them out. They're creating a really interesting fan film about the Timeless Doctors, maybe even answering the questions in their own way in this fan film. And it looks like the editing for that looks incredible if you watch the trailers for that. Having like multiple Doctors meet, even though they never actually met on the screen. It's interesting. So the Timeless Doctor said, so is 99% of the universe now gone and destroyed by the Flux? Yes. So I believe they defeated the Flux by extinguishing it. They didn't stop. They didn't prevent it from happening. They extinguished the Flux. So the Flux had already destroyed 99% of the universe. So is that all still gone? Is he going to explain that, or are they just going to move on from there in the specials? I'm really worried that the special going to be standalone, but that may be a good thing as well, potentially. We'll delve into that further after we watch this trailer. Are there no Sontarans, Cybermen, or Daleks left in the universe? Are they all dead? Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, I mean, it's not something that they haven't done before. They've sent all the Daleks to the void or whatever in the David Tennant era. So they always find a way to come back. Why did the TARDIS keep losing and moving its doorways? That one I'm certain is gonna come up in the specials. I'm certain that one because they've advertised the whole thing. The TARDIS is breaking down, and maybe the TARDIS is breaking down. Maybe because Azure or whatever in that final scene with Swarm and Azure said that time is falling apart or something, and maybe that is to do with the why the TARDIS is falling apart. Why was Swarm killed? I didn't. Again, I said I didn't understand that scene, so I can't. Why did the Grand Serpent create Unit? Did the Grand Serpent create Unit? Is the Grand Serpent the origin story of Unit? I don't know. There's so much that's just gone over my head. What was the reason that stats again fits in with the whole TARDIS deteriorating? So someone's attempted to answer. I'm guessing some of each would have survived. There's always ships we don't see that manage to fly away or from different time periods. Also, that hint about who is coming for the Doctor. The Master. Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole hint of the Master. So the Master's got to show up again, maybe in the final special. Maybe we're going to have a series of an arc essentially in the special leading up to the final special, which maybe does answer some questions. Maybe the final special is going to answer some questions, and that would be really good. And if it does, then it will make me enjoy this episode more as well. So yeah, I mean, there's some people saying how Chibnall it's completely messy, has written a completely messy series with loads of unanswered questions and loads of plot flaws. I don't know, but it's crazy. There's someone said they kind of don't get what the point of Vinder and Bell in the series. No, they took up a lot of time. They were explored. A lot of the episodes were taken up with them, and then they just found each other at the end, and then was that it? Why? Why did they? If they could have not been in this series, and the series still could have been exactly the same. They didn't change the series in any way, but they spent so much time. But they spent so much time on them, and I don't know why. The big turn episode felt like it was hampered, like sorts of seeing actors talking about things that happen on screen. I don't understand that tweet. Your time is heading to its end, and then master. Yeah, the whole thing. It does seem like I think your song must end soon. He will not for times. So maybe he is going for a similar idea with the specials, a year of specials. Sorry, my camera's really bright for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, that was such a good moment that I forgot to mention. This was I love this moment. This was so the death of Jericho. Every good finale needed sacrifice to get to its end. Isa and Professor Eustachius Jericho, scourge of scoundrels. I really don't think you're going to have the time. Oh yeah, because the Sontaran was like, oh, I'm going to destroy you. You're not going to have the time. The Flux just wipes them both out. And then he says, what an awfully big adventure. And that's just such a great line, such a great final words from Jericho. Completely summarizes the character. And I love that he just enjoyed the hell out of this adventure. And then he went out with an optimistic note. I love that. Incredible. But yeah, so this is going to be a review that's going to be a lot longer, but there is a lot to talk about. It's been playing forever in my head. Chocolate! Wait, let's watch it. Let's watch it again just to cheer us up. Here we go. Whenever you're feeling down, just watch this on time. Oh, delightful. That was excellent. Yeah, so there were quite a lot of great moments. Eustachius Jericho did well. This is awkward. Because he's dead. You tweeted this, it means he's not dead. I love the banter in the storylines. This scene, wait, should we legitimately rewatch the scene? I would, but I feel like the video is gonna get copyrighted and I do not want that to happen. Maybe even showing the Sontaran, maybe even showing the trailer might be too much. But anyway, I'll give it a try. Yeah, there's people talking about the trailer now. Okay, Chibnall's trending. I bet there's gonna be so many people complaining about him. Wow. I don't know. Yeah, let's watch this trailer, shall we? Let's give a reaction and breakdown of this. Let me just make it quieter because I'm worried about this copyright the soundtrack. Okay, Elf Storage.
Happy nearly New Year.
Hiya, Nick.
Here we are again.
Here we are again.
Rah.
Wow, it looks like it's going to be a lot darker.
Anyone else got a proper deja vu?
We're stuck in a time loop with killer robots.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does it?
It will kill everything not within its own image.
Shoot.
Honestly, this looks like it's going to be if this is an accurate portrayal of the episode, then this might be Jodie Whittaker's Heaven Sent. Honestly, it looks like it's going to be such an ingenuitive standalone episode, which I am so ready for, especially after 6 tied together episodes of full-on story. This looks like it's going to be a super interesting. I really want to go back to some nice standalone episodes. But yeah, let's have a look at this more slowly. So we've got Aisling B.
Here we are again.
Here we are again. So it looks like that this plot is going to be similarly, kind of the same time loop idea we have in Groundhog Day. We have in that film, the recent film Palm Springs with Adam Sandberg, I think his name is, and also a recent series called Russian Doll, which is excellent. I rate that highly, where she keeps on dying over and over and keeps reliving the same death over and over again. And this looks very similar in that respect. So they're going to keep on being killed by the Daleks to then have it loop over and over, which seems like a really interesting concept to do for Doctor Who. And actually, thinking about it, doing Groundhog Day Doctor Who makes so much sense, and I can't believe we haven't done it yet. So I'm glad that this is happening. And the use of like the Old Lang Syne music is great in a trailer. We don't normally see that in Doctor Who trailers, so it's great to see. Looks like a great use of coloring, great use of shots. I'm glad Dan's still there. I'm kind of thinking it's so weird. Flux seems like some sort of fever dream, and it feels like the show should just like ignore it from that, because it just creates so many plot flaws, like with the Flux. Just the idea of the Flux existing just makes so little sense. It's just so weird.
We're stuck in a time loop with killer robots.
So they're realizing that they're stuck in time. So are they remembering it?
Doesn't.
It will kill everything not within its own image.
So it's explaining the concept of the Daleks. It definitely looks a lot darker, a lot sinister. Now this looks like this is our team, the Dr. Dan and Yaz being assassinated by it is. Look, there's Yaz, and they're all being assassinated by the Daleks. So it's probably going to be them being killed, and then it loops, and then they're going to have to try and find a way to get rid of the Daleks. Eve of the Daleks. Anyway, yeah, I am very excited for that. It looks very good. It looks great. So anyway, I think that should do with this big review of the Doctor Who things that are happening at the moment. I don't feel in a position to give the Vanquishers episode a rating out of 10, honestly. I can't comprehend what I would give it, and if I do give it something, it will be superficial. So yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it there. I've got some exams coming up, but once I've got them out of the way, I'm going to do a full series overview of Series 13, and I'm probably going to give more of a cohesive response and a more analyzed response. I'm probably going to give a proper rating out of 10 for each single episode and the whole series as a whole. And then we'll be here fairly soon for this Eve of the Dark episode happening on New Year's Day. Very exciting. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, because if you didn't, then you've just wasted about 20 minutes of your life. Thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye.